Hello everyone. Today's kind of a unique day. I wanted to make a video. See, the problem with the channel that I have is when I look at the statistics, the age group, it's almost all males, but some are very young and some are middle-aged and some are older. And I don't want to bore any one particular group, but some people might not know about some of these techniques or some of these fasteners, and I'd like to point it out. So if you already know about it, but it might be an introduction to maybe your grandson or your nephew. So I just wanted to talk to you. I had made this insert, you remember, for the toolbox, and I talked about making this to trap the router. And I had used this catch system. And if you're not familiar with that, that's kind of what I wanted to talk today about. I want to talk about fasteners today. You can go to Home Depot or Lowe's and you can pick these up, and they come in a package of like 4. And they come in different diameter threads. And you can purchase something like this, they sell. You can purchase, I don't have one, this is a different type, but you can purchase these knurl nuts that will screw into it. You could just get a bolt, and some of the applications, the whole idea here is if you're familiar with it, then you can use it for whatever application you might have in mind. I'll give you an example. This is a jig that I built to cut thin strips on a table saw safely. And I wanted to hold the tip of the board down. And so I used a board right here that I could trap it. Okay? And this just goes back and forth, and it would shave off thin pieces off of a board for me without me endangering my fingers. That's just one example that I'm going to share with you. Let me show you how this works. It's simple enough. When you pick up your packet, just find a drill bit that is roughly just a hair bit bigger than the stem. Okay? And then you just put it in your drill. And the applications for this are so many. You could use it for knockdown furniture. And you just grab this, drill right through. Pop your hole, and then take a hammer, just grab one off the cuff, and then just grab a hammer, and I now have a way to thread something into it. Again, great for maybe like attaching headboards to a bed, making jigs. It's making tool inserts. It's endless. And then you can just pop it out and use it again when you're done. Sometimes you got to be a little creative. For example, I was going to make a small handle, and I didn't have, something that would turn like this. So what I would do is just drill a hole. I'd shape it any way that I wanted it. Drill a hole, put a screw into it, and now, I've made my own little handle. No money. That's the wonderful thing about woodworking, is your creativity will get you by. Let me show you how you could make something. This is a different kind of knob. Okay? Sometimes the shaft is in the knob, like I was saying earlier, and you can thread it in. Other times, like this one, I needed to trap that nut in there. Let me just show you how I would go about it. I'd get a drill bit, that is just a hair bigger than the stem with the thread. Alright? Let's do that. Let's drill it out. Okay. And then using maybe a Forstner bit or a larger drill bit. This time we're not going to go all the way through. I'm just going to go deep enough so that that head of that nut will fit in there. See that? So now look what I've got. So is that cool? So what would I do with this? I could put my bolt in here, any bolt, any length. Now it's trapped, it can't pull out of here. And then I could attach a knob to it, and I could pinch something down on it, or attach, you know, a shelf to a wall, or whatever I needed to do. By having these kind of options just in the back of your head, what you want to do, and knowing that it can be accomplished in many different ways, it opens the world to you. I hope that helps. It's just meant to give you ideas on how you might accomplish other types of projects. I'll catch you on the next one.